What's going on, everybody? It is Miss Nina Mack. I'm here with the Culture Reports, and we are here with Miss Kiami Davael.
Yes.
Hey, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. So, the people that don't know who you are and need to know who you are, let them know what you do and like where would they know you from.
Okay, so I am an actress. I have been acting since I was, probably like 4 or 5. Most people remember me from my role in Matilda as Lavender.
My favorite movie, okay? My favorite movie. So, tell me, let's start off with Matilda. Like, tell me how it was being like a child actress in one of the most notable movies for a lot of people, like, 90 kids and early 80s kids as well. Tell me a little bit about that.
Oh man, I would say I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed. It was such a wonderful experience. It was my first film ever. So,
Wow.
To have your first film be something that has just been cross generational is crazy. But again, I am grateful. My experience was wonderful, from Danny DeVito, who directed the film, and learning so much from him, to the entire cast. So all of the kids, because we were all kids, it was like a real big summer camp, so it was amazing. And plus, there wasn't a lot of people who looked like me.
Right, you were the only person in there. Were you the only black kid in there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so when I watched it, I'm just thinking back, from then, I'm just like, that's the girl I want to watch the movie for, because she looks like me, and It was just like so cool that you were in there, and you just like a character that everybody's gonna always remember. So tell me a little bit about like being on set. You said it was kind of like summer camp. Did you know that you were like in a movie, or did you understand it at the time? Like, hey, you're in a movie that's gonna be like airing everywhere, like, in theaters and VHS. Like, you understood that at the time?
I did, to a degree, as much as like my 8-year-old mind can comprehend. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing what I love. This is so exciting. I'm in a movie, and I'm so happy. But I don't think the actual weight of it being like work didn't really hit me, because I was having so much fun.
Right.
So, and that's why I always say, when you have fun doing what you love, then it doesn't necessarily feel like work. So that part of it, I don't think I really grasped. But the fact that I was like, oh, there's lights and cameras, and yes, right. Absolutely. And I was soaking up every moment of it.
Oh, that's very dope. So who got you into like entertainment business? Was it your mom, your dad?
So I literally started because I was such a big fan of Whitney Houston.
Okay.
Yes, that
Shout
was
out
like,
to Whitney Houston. Rest
you know
in
what I'm
peace.
saying? Shout out to her, because that was my girl. Okay, and I watched her. She did like this concert for these troops that were overseas. I knew this concert backward and forwards, the hand gestures, the ad libs, the everything. I watched it so many times. Then when The Bodyguard came out, and I seen she was acting too, it's over. It's over. This is what I want to do. And I told my mom, I want to be Whitney Houston. And my mom said, well, okay, we can't be Whitney, but what we can do is be the best Kiami that you can be. And so when you say you want to be Whitney, what does that mean? I want to be on TV like her. Okay. So I started out modeling in Lexington, Kentucky, because I'm from Kentucky.
Okay.
I started with Images Model and Talent. And then I went to 2 modeling conventions, one in New York, one in Los Angeles. In Los Angeles, I found my first manager named Michael Cushman, who we still talk to this day. And the rest is pretty much history. That's how I got my start.
That's what's up. So, okay. So Whitney Houston was like one of the biggest inspirations. That's really dope. So tell me a little bit about like your hometown. You said, what part of Kentucky now?
I am from Harrodsburg. I was born in Danville, but I'm from Harrodsburg, which is a very, very small town.
Very small town. So you had to definitely venture out to get your opportunities, of course, because I've never heard of that before either. So
right.
You had to go venture out and stuff. So after you did the modeling and kind of like where we're at today, you have a lot going on. You have some big things going on. So let us know about that, because I've seen on social media what you got going on. So tell us a little bit about that.
So I am currently filming my TV special.
Yeah.
So we are getting just kind of a behind the scenes look of me, just who I am, where I've been, what I've been doing, what I've been up to, and just some of the things in different parts of my life that I've never actually shared before. So that's super exciting, scary at the same time, very vulnerable, but I'm very, very grateful that my boy Jamar, who is actually the director of my TV special, just happened to have this idea fall into his spirit and called me one day and says, hey, I want us to do this. I had to sit on it. I had to pray about it for about a week before I agreed to actually doing it. But then I said, you know what? Absolutely. Let's do it. I'm here for it. I want to do it. I think it's just, there's no perfect time for me to be able to tell my story or to tell my truths, but why not now?
Right, definitely. Why not now? Like, the president is where it's at. So with you said the director, how did you guys link? Did you guys like know each other prior? Like, did y'all work before together? Or
so we were supposed to. We actually were supposed to work together on one of his movies previously, but my timing just didn't work out because of the other things that I was doing. But we definitely stayed in contact, just kind of kept tabs on each other. What you got going on? How can I support? Vice versa. And so then, like I said, when he just randomly reached out and was like, you know, I've been thinking. And so that's how it happened. And now we're here.
Okay. So what was like, I guess, like, you know, starting out with that, what was your biggest struggle that you maybe had to overcome? Like, was it like being on the forefront, letting people know like your business? Because you know how nowadays it's so hard to kind of express yourself in any way because the media can alter it in different ways. Portrayed in negative ways, or just kind of people just knowing your business. Like, did you have to get a certain comfort level to like be like, all right, let's do it? Or you're like, you know, how did you feel to get to that point to say like, yes?
It definitely took a lot of prayer. It took a lot of that. It took a lot of me saying, okay, God, is this the timing that you have set this opportunity in front of me, and what is it that you would want me to do with it? And then I think I also realized that there are different aspects of my life that I think me sharing, if I can just help one person feel more seen, then it's worth it. So I think just kind of getting out of that comfort zone to help change maybe the trajectory of somebody else's life, and to help them again just feel seen and know that they are not alone. It made it all the more worth it for me.
Right. When you make it about, like, a lot of times then people, when they find purpose, when you make it about others, it helps a lot for you to push your own purpose. Like when you have to make it about somebody else and not, you know, the bigger picture is someone else, not just yourself. So that always helps out to drive and push where you need to go. So I definitely agree with that. Are you living in Atlanta, or where you're residing at right now?
Yes, I am in the A now.
ATL.
Yes. Okay.
ATL.
Period.
So how long have you been here? How do you like Atlanta? Would you ever move anywhere else?
So I've been here for about 6 years. As far as moving anywhere else, I don't know yet. I'm not sure. I think I'm pretty good where I'm at because there's just a lot of business things that I'm working on that just end up bringing me here anyway. Do I like it? I do. I feel like it's any place is what you make it. I think that once I'm able to just set my mindset on the goal of just making sure that I'm happy and that I am controlling that, then I'll be able to make sure that the narrative around that just ensures just that I'm happy. So, but yeah, I don't know about leaving though. I'm pretty settled. I'm good here for the moment.
Yeah, I think Atlanta has its ups and downs for a lot of people in the entertainment industry. So I always ask, like, you know, do you like living here? Because some people be like, I just don't like it. It's just and then other people like, I just love it. So it just really, I guess it depends on what you're into in your leisure time, like what activities you like to do, you know, outside of, you know, the entertainment business. So that's always cool. Do you have any children?
I don't.
Woo!
I know.
No children gang. Look. No children gang. All right, y'all.
No kids yet. None.
That doesn't mean that, you know, you don't have them. So look.
Right.
What's up?
Right.
But yeah, so are you waiting for like marriage, or just with the right timing, or just kind of like career focus? Like, what does that look like for you in the next about 5 years for yourself?
Ooh, you know, I would love to be married. I would love to be married. I would love to be a mom. I would love to have kids and just extend my family. I think that where I'm at right now, yes, I am very focused on like just the different things that I'm doing. However, if God brings that right man to me, I am open to it. I'm absolutely open to it. I think dating here is interesting.
Dating here is interesting. Like, I'm glad you brought that up because it's so hard to figure out what side you on. You know what I mean? So it's just so hard. And I know that a lot of people do venture out, do a lot of like long distance relationships just off of the strength of, you know, maybe having a better, you know, class of men there and stuff. So I definitely could understand and relate to that. So,
yes.
Hopefully,
at some point, you know. But I am pushing 40, so I don't.
Yeah. Have you had any like crazy encounters with anybody where you're like, you know what, I'm giving up on this dating scene out here. This ain't it.
I have had very interesting encounters for sure. Like people just being like kind of possessive, and then you have the opposite of that where you just don't communicate at all. And of course I'm also an extremely private person, which is why this TV special is additionally very interesting. But when I don't lead with what I've done or who I am, I just want somebody to get to know me for me.
Right.
Then I can actually see, you know, who's really worth the effort and who's not.
Right. Yeah, definitely. So back to what you just said, how do people react to when you do tell them like what you've done and what you got going on? Do they like treat you differently, or are they amazed? Or, like,